So, are you
I'm
currently
really
you're
unhappy
Green
about the
Beret?
amount of lag that's going on here.
Yes, I am.
Are you
That is true.
currently a Green Beret? I don't know how this works. Like, is it once you achieve a certain level of like proficiency, does the army just sort of keep you sort of in it? Is it army? Am I screwing this up? I'm not a military guy. It's army, right?
No, you're totally correct. Green Berets are from the Army.
Uh huh.
And, once you're Green Beret, always Green Beret. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're still working in the capacity of a Green Beret. So I still am. I'm still an active Green Beret. I still teach, still work, still deploy, still do all that stuff.
But you don't seem to have a
No.
regular schedule. Like I'm sure there are Green Berets who are told what to do all the time. That doesn't sound like your lifestyle, or not.
I guess that's a better way to articulate it. That's what I was wondering. Is like you have all these plates you're spinning. It seems like being a Green Beret would take up so much time. It wouldn't be possible.
Well, there's a lot of the things that I do are symbiotic. There's bleed over between them, so they're very related. While I might be doing something in some capacity, it complements something else that I'm doing in a different capacity. I'm not being like I am being vague and ambiguous. Listen, I don't want to have to
We
kill you
understand
guys.
if you have
You're
to
funny.
be. It'd be cooler. Yeah.
You do understand. I trained under Jacob for years. Like
I do. Yep. So you would be harder to kill, um, to a degree.
To a degree. To a very small degree. Yeah. Oh.
I have to fix my mustache.
so. You're a sniper.
Yeah.
Favorite caliber? Was it very per job?
How far away is my target?
I don't even know
60
how
feet.
far away a target would be. Like I only hear about the longest of longest shots, but what would be a typical day in the life of a sniper?
Depends where you are. If you're in Fallujah or you're in Sadr City or you're in Baghdad, your engagements can be anywhere between 1 and 3, maybe 400 meters because you're in an urban area.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the mountains of Afghanistan and you're trying to, shoot a guy that's planting an IED on a road and you're on a mountaintop that's a mile away, that's a little bit further. So, depends on where you are and what you're doing. Somewhere between 100 meters and 2,000 meters.
So let's do both, right? Urban and mountaintop. In urban, you're choosing what?
In urban, I'm pretty happy with a 308. I can shoot anywhere from, obviously point blank to 800 to 1,000 meters pretty accurately. Absolutely being able to, hit a person quickly and effortlessly. And, using that AR platform, you can have follow-on shots. So you could have targets at different distances that are moving, and you can engage those targets much more rapidly. If I'm in a rural area, mountains of Afghanistan, I would go with a 338 Lapua.
I thought you might say that, but you went so far. I was wondering if you'd pick 50 cal. Is it just because you hate carrying it around?
The 50 cals, I'm honestly not a huge fan of the bullet, the ballistics, the velocity, or the gun. So I like the 338 Lapua.
Kyle would know all this, but the 50 cal is not faster than the 338.
It is not.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So it's slow. Does the speed help it have a more level trajectory?
Yes,
And the
the
weight.
speed, the grain of the bullet, obviously the 50 cal. So like if you take like a ping pong ball and you chuck it, right, it's gonna go so fast for so long, depending on the velocity that leaves your hand. Then you take a tennis ball and then you chuck it as fast and as hard as you can, and it maintains obviously a speed faster, and holds that speed longer than the ping pong ball. But then you take a hard ball from baseball and you chuck that, and it goes even further. So one of the benefits to the 50 cal is the grain, the size of the bullet. It's very big. So it's like a softball. You hit somebody with a softball traveling at whatever 2,500 feet per second. That sucks. The 338 Lapua, being smaller bullet with a higher muzzle velocity, it shoots very straight and out to ranges that are usually going to limit a person by their capabilities. So the bullet's capability, the bullet is going to surpass the shooter's capabilities.
So I read this on
So
the
why
internet.
is that not more common than the 50 cal, or is that just a misconception that these snipers are walking around with these giant 50 caliber cannons for snipers?
Yeah, just a misconception.
Yeah, I was going to head there. So I read on the internet, so it must be true, that a lot of people like 50 cals because they just shoot through all these like stone walls and stuff that somebody might hide behind.
Yeah, so
Perhaps.
again, so the 50 cal was originally designed to be used against equipment. It wasn't an anti-personnel weapon. It was to shoot the engine of a car or to shoot a helicopter that was hovering. That was the design and the intent behind that bullet. That's why we stuck them on airplanes to shoot down other airplanes. That's why we put them on top of tanks. The 338 was designed to shoot people. And that's why I asked, well, what am I doing? I would pick what gun and what caliber bullet I would be using depending on what my mission was. So if I'm going to be, sniper cover for a team of soldiers that was moving into a village, I'll maybe take a 50 cal because I'm going to be able to shoot through walls. I'm going to be able to shoot through doors, depending on how far away I am. Compared to just trying to take out a single target at whatever distance, compared to having to engage a whole bunch of dudes at variable ranges. So it just all depends.
All right.